What's up, guys? How's it going, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gents, we're back at it again with another Jim Lee X-Men Lego custom video where we are going to go on ahead and try to slowly but surely assemble a full squad of X-Men Jim Lee designs. So, of course, this is going off of the 90s, like the 1990s comic book designs from Jim Lee, just because I think that, to me personally, I think that's probably the most iconic look for the X-Men. Yes, you could obviously make the argument that the movies are far more publicized and far more spread in general in terms of like popularity, and you would probably be pretty correct about that. But for me personally, I like the comic book designs a lot more, so we're trying to replicate those looks. So far, we've already created Magneto, who turned out pretty cool. Super stoked with that. We've created Beast, who's probably the worst looking out of the bunch that we have crafted. It was just really difficult to try to get that character to look correct within the customizer. Then we knocked it out of the park with the Cyclops design, which actually did turn out pretty cool. And then last but certainly not least, we obviously did put together Wolverine. Now, of course, if you've read the title, you know that today we're going to go on ahead and try to add Storm to the team, because to me, I would probably say it's like Wolverine is number one as far as like the X-Men characters. I don't really think that that's any type of like a controversial opinion, because I think the vast majority of people think that if he's not your favorite X-Men, he's probably, you would definitely agree that he's the most popular of the bunch. But for me, I'd probably say Wolverine, Cyclops, and then Storm. Those would be like my top three X-Men characters. So with that in mind, let's go on ahead and get to assembling. Yes, this was our attempt at Baby Yoda, so don't pay attention to that. Oh my gosh, that character turned out awful. That was a funny attempt to try to build Baby Yoda. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but man, oh man, this one was really tough to figure out how to make him look correctly. Okay, so let's get to work and let's get to designing the Storm costume. Now, from the Jim Lee comics, I think she actually did wear the black costume maybe at some point in time, but I always remember her from like the cartoon and everything with the white costume. So that's the one that we're going to go for, and that's the one that we're going to try our best to replicate. So first and foremost, we do need to give her a cape, and ideally we want the cape to be, actually we might even go with this sort of design. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see. Ooh, if we're going for the black costume, well, actually we could just use this maybe. Right, does this give you two colors? What does this recolor? Okay, the outside. Perfect. And then can we change the color of the cape? What is that changing? I don't understand. Oh, just the inside of the... Okay. Well, I think then we have to go with this cape, because she does have like a gold and white motif to the entire costume. So I guess we'll go with the Shazam cape. I wonder, can you recolor this or no? No, you can't. Okay. Well, I guess then Shazam is the one cape that makes the most amount of sense as far as trying to replicate the look here. Now, I think I'm pretty sure she has gloves. Then for the arms, it's going to be a mostly white design for the costume, but if possible, to incorporate some gold into it, that would be great. That's more kind of yellow than gold. You know what? Actually, I think probably Shazam's arm pieces might work decently well. I think those gauntlets are a little bit ridiculous. Okay, that's a little bit more correct as far as like proportionality is concerned. Are these all the same exact arm design? I'm curious. Oh no, they have some differences, I guess. Is the pattern different? Oh no, the pattern's not different. What the heck? Why would they... I don't understand why they added all these as different arms. They're exactly the same design. It's just recoloring is different. That's really strange. I don't know why that was implemented that way. That's very, very, very odd, to be quite honest. But okay. So from there, I guess we need to pick and choose which gauntlets work the best here, which again, the vast majority of them are exactly the same. One of them did look a little bit different. I think this one, and it actually looks a little bit more gold. So I think we'll try to go with that then. Okay, so that's good. Now, for the leg design, I think it should be pretty straightforward. Just a plain white design there, so nothing too special in that sense. For the hips, so she does have a belt, and it's supposed to be gold as well, or at least it's yellow, gold, whatever. Like, ideally it should be gold, but I don't think there's any gold belt pieces. Maybe that would work, possibly. Let's keep scrolling. I don't know. Oh, that's all right looking. What about this? This has a little bit of a yellow design in it, but not much. Okay, so there's really only a couple of options. We can either go with the Deadshot design, or I wonder what about this one? What's that does not look gold nor yellow. So yeah, it looks like Deadshot's probably the only way to go here. Actually, no, that belt buckle doesn't look all that great. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Deadshot design then. I think that's probably the closest that we're gonna be able to get to somewhat of an accurate look there. Now, torso pieces. Okay, so I don't know if we'll find anything that will be... What we ideally want is the red X's on the shoulder pads. So it would be awesome if we could find something like that. I honestly don't remember if there is anything like that available. So we'll see. And she does have like a yellow sort of stripe across the torso as well. So if we can implement that somehow, that would be wonderful. So ideally, we're looking for a mostly white costume that has a yellow stripe on it, and hopefully maybe a little bit of red incorporated into the shoulder designs. That would be pretty cool, but let's scroll through and see what is actually available here. And as we go through, we'll just try to, you know, color swap certain things and see if they actually do look decent. I wonder... No. That would not work. Let's keep scrolling through. What other options will we come across? Nope, that won't work. Man, oh man. This is worrisome because we're getting close to the very top here and there's not a lot of options left. I guess if you wanted to go like over the top with the yellow design, you could maybe go with that. But again, I think that that's inaccurate, unfortunately. Man, oh man. What about this? Nope. Yikes. So, just like that, it seems like we've reached the very... Okay, so this does give you the yellow belt design and all that, but... that would not work. Man, oh man. Yeah, there's not a lot of great options here for different torso designs, as far as being able to actually get the character to look correct. Okay, so... Ooh, I wonder, maybe? No, but that gives her, like, a way more, like, armored up look than what we're going for. Okay. I genuinely don't know. Maybe this one, actually? Huh. If we change the hips to be white, would that work? So it blends in a little bit better. We don't get the... We get the yellow belt. We get the yellow, like, collar as well. How do we get the shoulder pads to be red? Or, like, the... Oh, actually, let's try shoulder pads. Maybe... Oh, no, but I don't think it'll allow us, because I think it'll remove the cape once you put shoulder pads on. Yeah, you see? Darn it. Maybe... Could we possibly... Trying to think maybe we could somehow... No, that's not going to work either. Okay, let's figure out the rest of the design first, I guess. Okay, so for Storm, we want the eyes ideally to be like all white because almost like that, but obviously she needs to have a face, like the rest of the face, I should say, because she's usually she was drawn with like no pupils. So when she would like fire up the different storm effects, whether it be like a shower of rain or a giant thunderstorm or whatever, I guess maybe this could work. Possibly no, because we want the eyes to be white, not purple. Although again, that does look really cool. Maybe we could go with this one, so it looks a little bit like a... No. Let's see, maybe there's a preset face that has the white pupils, sort of. Nope, nope, nope. Well, I mean, I guess this one has the white pupils, but it's got like a giant tattoo all over the face, so that doesn't really work. I don't think that'll work. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. Let's see what else we could come across here. Maybe one of the other presets will work. I'm trying to think if there's any other character maybe in the DC universe that uses like... This could look kind of cool. Again, but this almost makes her look evil because of the other like shadowing around the eyes and everything, so that wouldn't work. Ooh. Oh. I'm like, ooh, that'll work well, and then I realized, wait, but what about all the facial hair there? So yeah, that wouldn't work. Because it works well to have like a thunder. This looks like Thor, basically, you know? But it doesn't really work for Storm, unfortunately. Man, oh man. We are almost out of options here, so this sucks. Yikes. Man, oh man. I'm trying to think which one like looked maybe the best out of the ones that are available. I could have used something like this if, of course, she had like a mask that she was wearing, but she does not. So unfortunately, we can't use that. Ooh, actually, I just got an idea. What if we used a regular, like one of the regular headpieces, like let's say, doesn't matter. Let's say this one, for example. And then we used a mask. Oh, no. There's nothing here that really would allow for the pupils to recolor. No, that doesn't work. I was hoping that maybe there was a way for us to try to, like, replicate that look in the character using one of the additional pieces, but it doesn't look like there's anything here, unfortunately, that would qualify. So I guess we gotta go with this one, or maybe maybe this one. So I don't know which one works better. I guess maybe the yellow would work better since kind of like lightning, but lightning would be blue, wouldn't it? The purple looks pretty cool too. Yeah, I guess this really is up to you to kind of choose which one you want to go for, because here the problem is that you can't really get it exactly right just due to the fact that the game... Well, actually, let's see. Is there more options up here maybe? Because I noticed this one. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way to like recolor the eye features or anything like that. So because of that, you're kind of somewhat stuck with the ones that are available here. So it's sort of up to you to pick and choose which one you think looks best. I think that the purple one probably looks the coolest overall. So we'll go with that. Okay. So with that in mind, what else did we need? We need the hair to be changed up. This is another difficult part here because we need the long hair. So luckily it does work with the cape, which is surprising because for some reason I thought it would remove the cape. Luckily it did not. Trying to figure out what hairstyle we're supposed to pick here for... I guess maybe that one would work. There we go. And let me see the other designs. Because I don't know, now I think maybe the other one would look better. I mean, it's just so over-exaggerated, that, like, eyeshadow. Can you remove the eyeshadow? Oh, you can, dude. Okay, now that works pretty well. So you just recolor the eyeshadow, and then you get a pretty accurate take on Storm. So, with that in mind, I guess the only thing we couldn't add to the character were the shoulder pads, and unfortunately, there's just no way to do that, like the red X's. If there was, it'd be basically attaching this as like red pieces, but as you can see, it removes the long hair and the cape, so you'd be sacrificing two different elements of the character for that, so it doesn't really work. And then the other thing we definitely need to go on ahead and activate for this character, whoops, sorry, are the lightning effects, right? I'm trying to decide if we want to go light blue or yellow for the... I think the light blue looks a lot cooler, actually. So we'll go with that. Activate this right here, then go into styles, the lightning style, and once again, power that up. Also, you do want to go on ahead and give her the flight ability. And there we go. That's another X-Men character completed now. So we have Magneto, Beast, Wolverine, Cyclops, and now also Storm. So slowly but surely, we are getting a full team of the X-Men built up, which is pretty awesome, to be quite honest. So hopefully, once we have like the whole team assembled, it'd be nice to like showcase them to see how the characters all turn out once you've assembled the entire team. But overall, I'm pretty stoked. We knocked it out of the park with this design. I think overall she looks pretty accurate, pretty close to the Jim Lee designs of the X-Men, and that is another design now completed. So there you go, guys. Thanks all for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.